Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are continuing the 100 Dragon Challenge. So I am back after a roller coaster of a February, as you guys might have seen from my last video. But I'm back to making videos, and I'm really excited to jump into this one. So today we are making a Pride Dragon. I really want to finish off the 7 Deadly Sins and start some other like mini series within the Dragon series. I got a couple of really cool ideas, but if you guys have an idea for one that you would like to see me do, leave it in a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think, but a couple ideas I have right now is I'm thinking about doing the virtues and then also maybe the zodiac, like the Chinese and the well, maybe more the Greek zodiac, maybe less of the Chinese zodiac. I mean, I could make like a horse dragon and different animal-like dragons, but I think the Greek zodiac would be pretty cool. And then, oh, what was the other one? We had the virtues, the zodiac, and I feel there was another one that someone mentioned that I thought was super cool, and I already forgot it. It's written down somewhere, but I'd love to hear if you guys would like to see any other like mini-series within the series. Ooh, I actually remembered what the other one was, but I don't want to tell you guys because that one, I want to kind of leave a surprise. I'm really excited for this idea. Someone left a comment, and then that comment made me think of a bigger idea, so I'm really excited. So if you guys have ideas for dragons or series, like I said, leave it down in the comments below. Either way, we're jumping into the Pride Dragon. So for this one, my first thought was making kind of like this kingly lion-like dragon. I thought that really exemplified and showed the idea of pride. A lot of the other sins had, I guess, more actions or features that would resemble the sin, but I felt pride was a little vague, I guess. It's a little bit harder to figure out for me compared to the other ones. For example, like gluttony, obviously eats a lot, big mouth, big teeth, that works, done. And like greed, you know, hoards a lot of money, done. Like different ones, it's like they're a little bit easier to figure out, but pride was a little hard for me. I wanted to make sure that you got the idea that this was a very proud and regal and opposing dragon. And the quickest, or not quickest, like I think the best solution that came to my brain was like the lion kingly idea. And I had a lot of fun making this really interesting dragon. So I wanted to do a couple of different interesting design aspects to show the idea of it being like a king-ish dragon. Even though I've already done a king and queen dragon, I wanted something that still gave the idea of proud regalness. So first off, I made sure that it had some type of crown, and I did some weird looking horns, like, I guess not weird, just kind of different looking horns, like it's kind of growing out of its skin compared to like horns of a, well, I guess the horns of the dragon are kind of growing, I don't know what I'm saying, but it's like kind of these weird growths that look kind of like a crown, like these hard exoskeleton-y looking growths. That was a hard word for me to say out of nowhere. And then I made sure to have like a mane similar to a lion's, and I wanted to add some like pauldrons and some type of like armor looking stuff to the front of him. And then I also added some fluff around the shoulders that I was going to mimic the design of like the king's cloak. Like if you look at a lot of I don't know if other European kings have this, but specifically what I think of is like England, a lot of the king portraits or the cloaks that they wear during their crowning ceremony, they're interesting. It's kind of like this white trim fur that has, I don't understand how the black spots look, because it gives you the idea that it looks kind of like a snow leopardy fur, like it's white fur with these black chunks in it, but the chunks are just so perfectly aligned and like they're like little black puffballs that it can't be a natural coloring. I haven't like researched this at all, so if you guys know what that fluff is on a cape or cloak for a king, I would love to know. I'm not gonna look it up because I'll probably forget about it after this voiceover, but if you leave a comment, let me know if you know what that fluff is, because I'm intrigued, but I haven't looked it up. Either way, that's kind of the idea I had with the fluff, and then I added, like I said, the armor. And now I'm doing thicker lines to help things pop out against the thinner lines in the background. So now it's time to test out colors. I really wanted to do a similar color palette to a lion, but I also wanted some like reddish violets and then maybe some purples as well, because a lot of the times purple is related to royalty. It's seen as kind of a royal regal color, and I think that originates from it being an expensive color. So it used to be that the royals were only able to afford it. Specifically, I think that's more from Roman and Greek times. I could be speaking wrong, so don't fact check me on that, but that's kind of what I remember from art history, and it's been a few years since I've been in art history class, so whatever. Those were the colors that I thought of, and then it was time to jump in and actually start the colors. So I really like the idea of this being kind of looking like a dark, corrupted crown, like he's just been so engulfed with its pride that it's like taken over his psyche. That's kind of what I was thinking. And then I exemplified that crown, or not exemplified. Oh man, I'm doing great with the vocabulary. I really exaggerated the crown by pushing it out to be like these side horns as well, just to give it like more of a, I don't know, a big imposing look to it. And then I wanted to make the mane in this reddish violet color. I thought it worked really well, and I like having red manes on lions. I don't know if that originates from my love of Lion King and how Mufasa had more of a red mane, but I think it works well for this, especially since it's a red violet that also ties into my idea of the more regal royal look to this dragon. And then, like I said, I wanted it to have more of the lion-like colors, so I made its main coloring kind of in the tans, and I thought that would help really the reds and violets pop against the rest of the dragon. And then I also have some golds and that black darkish armor look to match the crown. And I think it was a really cool color palette. At first, I wasn't too fond of it. I felt like I didn't pick right. You know, when you look at a piece for too long and you're like, oh man, I don't like this. That's basically what happened to me. I think it's just because I haven't been drawing for like a month that I was second guessing myself hardcore after really not doing anything for a while. But, you know, after I, went to bed, didn't look at it for a bit, I was really digging it. It just took a little bit of warming up for me to realize that I did like this piece a lot more than I was leading on to myself. That was a sentence. You guys, I'm really nailing it with the voiceover. You're gonna have to excuse me while I slowly warm up to doing YouTube voiceovers again, because man, a month of it, like not doing it, really took me out of practice. I'm just, not doing great. Also, again, I'm realizing as I'm doing this coloring, I have a lot of markers that are out of ink. I have now set aside, I think I have 6 now that are pretty low on ink. I've already placed an order for a few of them, so they should be arriving soon, hopefully, but oh my god, it's like, I wish I wrote down all of the Copics that I was running low on before I went to Japan. I'm actually gonna be doing a Japan video haul, basically showing off all the art supplies I got while I was there, because oh my gosh, there were so many, and Copics were way cheaper there. Like, at least at Tokyo Hands, I think the translation from yen to US dollars was like $3 a sketch pen, and here in the States it's like $5 to $6. It's almost like double the price. It's ridiculous. So I kind of wish I wrote down everything that I needed in terms of refills, because I easily could have grabbed it while I was there. But I did buy a bunch of new markers and a lot of other cool stuff, and I can't wait to show you guys in the haul video coming up. A lot of nerdy stuff too, and oh my gosh, there were so many cute Shiba stationaries. I can't wait to show you. It was just all so cute, and I wanted to buy the entire store. It was ridiculous. So at least in terms of the whole piece, I do like it overall. I kind of didn't like the choice here that I made for the wings. It still looks okay. I just was second guessing doing those darker shadows in that brown specifically, but then when I added some more highlights and a little bit of extra detailing, it did help. But I think that's the one critique I really have is those wings. I kind of wish I used a different color for the shadows. I felt that brown was a little too strong. But either way, we are done with this Pride Dragon. That's another one marked off the list for the 7 deadly sins. I think we have one more left. I think it was, oh no, I can't remember which one it is. I literally had it written down. Either way, we have one more left, but let's go ahead and look at your guys' entries for the robot dragon from like a month ago. Titanic 49, I really like your helicopter-like dragon. I thought that was such a fun and cute aspect. I don't remember if anyone else did a helicopter, so I thought that was really cool. Mecad Mike, McCaigue, Mike, I butchered your username, I'm so sorry. I really like this one. It's cool to see like a more tactical jet looking dragon. There was a couple of people that had something similar, but I thought yours was really cool and detailed, and I like all the little bits and bobs to this one. I'm doing great on the descriptions, but this one's is super cool. I really like it. And Beautiful Art 14J, I like that you made yours like kind of like a spider dragon with those like claws, and I love all the detailing you put into the gears and such. Really great work. And all of you like really killed it. Like, oh my gosh, in the time I was gone, you guys nailed some of these dragons. Like, I really loved all of them, and like I say every week, it was honestly a really hard decision to pick just like 2 to 3 for like the featured ones. So many cool dragons, you guys really nailed it. So if you guys would like to post your Pride Dragons, I would love to see them if you go to Instagram or Twitter and post them under the hashtag KM100Dragons. You might be featured in next week's video. And I can't wait to see what you guys make for the Pride Dragons, and it's good to be back. It might take a little while to get back on the bandwagon of, for sure, like Wednesday and Friday uploads, but just be expecting like maybe a day late videos, at least for a little bit, as I get back on the creation train and video making train. So anyway, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video, and if you aren't already, I'd love if you hit that subscribe button, leave me a like down below, and comment your ideas for other dragons in the future. So thanks again, guys, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.